to my channel. I am Kayla.K.Keane and welcome back to another live stream. Remember, in my Ask Me Anything live, you are free to ask any questions at all that interest you, and we do focus on finance and real estate questions. So go ahead and drop your comments in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions. So let me just open this on my other device so that I can see your questions that you are asking. I'm opening it. By the way, thank you both. Thank you to all the persons who have joined me. I am truly appreciative that you took part of your Sunday evening to join me live. Right, so let me just hit the comment section to see what are your questions. Okay, so Joanne Thomas is telling me that she is here. Thank you for coming, Joanne. I think my lighting looks a little bit off, so let me just try to move it around. I don't know what's happening. It does look dark to me. Do I look a little dark to you guys? Comment in the comment section and tell me. Maybe it's just me, but in what I'm looking at, I look a little dark. Oh, welcome to all my subscribers who have joined. I'm seeing the numbers going up. Thank you for joining my live stream. If it's your first time joining, I call it my Ask Me Anything live, where I answer all your questions about finance, real estate, and anything in between live on my YouTube channel. I see Akbar Moody saying that I am here as well. Thank you very much for joining, Akbar. So, as you know, I have a format that I usually go by as it relates to my live, and that is I start by saying a little prayer for all of us who are gathered on my live, gathered virtually. By the way, I've been thinking from the other day that we need to have a little, like a meet and greet session, but I don't know how that will work in the current situation, you know, the whole pandemic and thing. But what I think we can do is probably have a virtual meet and greet until we can actually meet up, where I can actually get to see your faces, because some of you, I talk to you every Sunday and probably every day in the comment section underneath my videos, but I've never seen your faces. So sometimes I can't even associate a face to the names, and I want to be able to do that for my subscribers who are always watching me. Yes, so that's very important to me. I see Dwayne Bennett saying hi Dwayne. He's a regular. Thank you very much for joining, Dwayne, and all of you who are always joining. Thank you. For all the new persons, thank you also for joining, and remember to hit the like button. Now, as I do every week, I normally have something to drink. So, and I usually ask you what you're drinking too. You know my style. Most of the time, I'm either drinking green juice or water. This week, I'm drinking water, but I put it in my coffee mug because it's easier to control. Sometimes I can be a little bit clumsy and I don't want to spill water everywhere. So I'm having water in my coffee mug. So remember, you need to get something to drink while you're watching my live. And please tell me in the comment section what is your drink of choice this week, okay? All right. So before I go any further, I'm going to do a little prayer. And today the prayer is focused on 4 basic things. So that is favor, open doors, productivity, and the power to get wealth. All right, so let's pray. Lord, as I come before you this afternoon, I give you thanks for the opportunity for us to gather in these settings yet again, to give you thanks, to lift your name, to honor you. And Father, I ask you that you will open doors for us as your word says. I pray that this session will be very productive and that you will give us the power to get wealth, as the word tells us that it is you who give men the power to get wealth. I pray that you'll give all of my viewers the power to get wealth so that they can afford the assets, the real estate, the car, and whatever desire they have, whatever it is that they desire, they'll be able to afford it. Lord, I pray that you'll grant us favor as it relates to getting those same assets and everything in our lives. So when we go to the house viewing and other persons are there, I pray that we will be the ones to be approved. In your name we pray, Lord. Amen. So yes, guys. So I'm totally ready for your questions now. So go ahead and drop your questions in the comment section, okay? If you don't drop your questions, I have a little chit chat for you. Something I wanted to talk to you about, because I'm always saying future millionaire, future millionaire, future millionaire. That's what I call my subscribers, if you are new, by the way. So I'm always calling you future millionaire because I'm speaking something into your life that you will become millionaires in the future. And I believe that words are very positive, are very powerful. So we should speak positive words and refrain from using negative words, as just as how the positive words come to pass, the negative words will too. So be very careful what you speak about yourselves, okay? Somebody said amen. That is Shelvez 3 or the third. Yes, indeed. Right, so remember to speak positive words over yourself. So I'm just gonna have a little discussion until you all start asking your question. And my discussion is based on the name that I have given my subscribers, which is Future Millionaires. So I can't call you Future Millionaires unless I ensure that you understand how to get there, right? So that is what I'll be talking about in this live until you start asking your questions, and I will segue to answer and get back to the discussion. Joanne Thomas says yes. Thanks for watching, Joanne, and thanks for linking up on IG. I love when my subscribers not only watch here on YouTube, but they link up with me on IG. By the way, guys, remember to hit the thumbs up icon and share the live with your friends, okay? All right. So firstly, so as I said before, I'm discussing how to become a millionaire until I start getting questions. So one of the first things, and it's very important that you note this, so I think you might need your pens and paper for this live, because I'm going to be giving you some information that I want you to write down and talk back in the comment section too. So if I say anything that you have something to add to, you just go ahead and add it in the comment section. So first thing that you need to know, if it is that you intend to become a millionaire, is that you need to steer clear of debt. Steer clear of debt. So there's a culture, in many cultures, even the first world countries are big on debt. Using debt to get to where you want to, they call it. But I would advise my subscribers to steer clear of debt. Debt can stop you from achieving a lot of your goals, because some goals you really need debt to help you to achieve them. For example, a mortgage. So if you want to buy a house, yes, I agree that you should go ahead and take a mortgage, providing that the property makes sense. Because remember, not because you own a house means that it is necessarily an asset. A lot of persons own houses that cost them more than they earn on a monthly basis and is not giving back anything to them. For example, if you check in the corporate area, so Kingston and St. Andrew, you'll notice that a lot of houses are overpriced. So you'll see a house for $40 million. Now, tell me in the comment section where regular people get 40 million Jamaican dollars to buy a house. It's like virtually impossible. So that's a whole heap of money. So if you're not wealthy, I would not advise you to buy a house that, say, it's a 2 bedroom house. So you'll be able to live there just with you and your child if you have a child. So it makes absolutely no sense for you to buy a house that will not benefit you. You can't rent it out, and all you can do is basically live there and you're in debt. So that's the first thing that you need to do if you want to become a millionaire. Steer clear of debt. Unnecessary debt is exactly that, unnecessary debt. If you're going to take a loan, it should be for investment purposes. And before you take the loan, calculate the investment that you're going to make and see if it makes sense, if you can really make back the money, and so on. If you're planning to start a business, don't start the business until you have a business plan, because I don't want you to invest money that you're never going to get back. And yeah, you ever start a business, and then when you start the business, you recognize that you're never going to make back the amount of money that you invested? Tell me in the comment section, have you ever started a business, no matter how small it is or how big it is? Have you ever started a business, and when you start the business, you then recognize that you're not going to make back the money that you invested? Tell me in the comment section. So those are some of the things that we want to steer clear of before we invest our money, or before we get into debt to work on projects or so on. By the way, guys, remember to tell me what it is that you are drinking, and I hope my audio is good. I normally put in my earbuds just to make sure that the audio is crisp and clear. So let me just do that now to ensure that you're getting the best possible audio. Right, so the next thing that you want to do if you want to become a millionaire is you want to invest early, right? You want to invest early. It is very important that you start investing from now. For my subscribers who are younger, if it is that you intend to acquire any form of wealth, okay? All right, so remember to hit the thumbs up button, guys. And I see that some of you are asking your questions, which is excellent. I'm going to jump on the questions soon. But for those of you who are just joining, today I'm talking about how to become a millionaire, things that you need to be aware of if it is that you really intend to become a millionaire. I call you future millionaires on here, and I actually want you to become millionaires in real life, so that certain decisions that you want to make, you can make them without even scratching your head. But to do that, there are habits that we must employ, especially if you were not born into wealth, okay? Remember to hit the thumbs up button. Asita Shana agreeing with me and saying yes as it relates to buying and selling things. She has invested money and then probably didn't see the return. So yes, the second idea to become a millionaire is to invest early. And closer to when I'm finished with the list, I'm going to give you some practical steps, things that you can actually do, things that all of us on here can actually do. There are some of my subscribers who watch the live every week. I'm not seeing some of them. If you are here, just comment. You can just say hi in the comment section so that I know that you are here, okay? Okay, so the third thing that you should do is get serious about saving. It really doesn't matter how much money you earn if you don't save. Yeah? It does not matter how much money you earn if you don't save. There are a lot of persons who actually earn a lot, some of them 7-figure and 8-figure, but they have elevated their lifestyle to either match their earnings. So each month they are paying out in bills and other expenses almost every cent that they earn. So right now, today is close to the end of the month, right? And some of them are actually just waiting for payday, because you're literally living from paycheck to paycheck. All right. If you're there now, that's okay. But that's the purpose of the live, to help you to move from just living paycheck to paycheck. So if you earn a high amount of money and you are spending a large amount of money too, then that is something that we need to fix, and we're going to fix it together. So that's the third idea, right? So fourthly, you want to increase your income to reach your goals faster. So increasing our income is something that all of us should be looking at. And when I say increase your income, a lot of times persons think about getting another job. That is not necessarily what I'm referring to. All of us should have the entrepreneurial mindset and should be thinking about our skills, our talents, our ability. Those are what help us to get to where we want to get even faster than anything else. Because as most of you know, persons with trades tend to make a lot more money than persons who sit at a desk and do a regular 9 to 5. So while we all want to look cute in our business suits and so on, sometimes your trade will make you more money than what you do at your 9 to 5. For example, I discovered when I was in university that I'm really good at styling my own hair. And how I discovered that was because I wanted to do a style, right? So at the time, the style was 10,000 Jamaican dollars. I'm in university. I'm working full time. I don't have the money because I have to pay my school fee so I don't get kicked out of school. So I couldn't afford the money at the time to get my hair done. So I said to myself, all right, I do have enough money to purchase the hair that I want to install, but I don't have the $10,000 to install it. So I jumped on YouTube and I googled the style, typed in the style rather, and found it and watched somebody install it. And then I purchased the hair and installed it myself. So funny enough, because I'm really into hair, it looked really good. So when I went to school and work too, persons were like, oh my god, your hair is so nice. It was crochet braid at the time. At the time, crochet braid was really the style. It was just coming out. So I did the crochet braid on my hair and I went to work on Monday, went to school and everything, and everybody was like, wow, love your hair. Where did you go to get it done? So I'm like, I actually did it myself. So everybody was like, so you can comb here? So I'm like, no, not really. But I couldn't afford to get the style done. So I did my own hair so that I could save money and then I could still look cute. So persons were saying to me that, I want to get my hair done like yours. Do you know anybody that does it? Or you can do it? You can do it for me? So I'm like, as I said before, I don't do hair, but I did do my own hair, but I can help out if you want me to. So they were like, so how much would you charge? So I was thinking to myself that $10,000 to do that style was a lot of money. So I was like, you know what? I will charge less so that I can still make a profit and I can be cheaper than the persons who are doing it professionally, cheaper than the competition. So of course I dropped a little price. I think it was about $6,000 at the time, $4,000 difference, yeah. And then I started a business out of that. So yes, sometimes you have to literally turn your hand to make fashion. So that is how I started my hair company, and then I made extra money on the side while I was going to university to buy other things that I would need apart from just the regular paying school fee and so on. So I always had extra money because I was doing that on the side. So I just say that to say to you that there are other things that you can do apart from your day job. Find out the things that you're good at outside of your day job. Some people have day jobs that are like trades. So if your day job is a trade and you do it with a company, you can also do it on the odd hours. For example, I obviously have my day job, and when I am not at work, I do YouTube now. So find things that you're good at and do it. Don't just focus on your 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 most of the times will not take you to where you really want to go. And the amount of money that some of you want to have, you will not have it just from your 9 to 5 alone. So you have to be deliberate about what you're doing. You have to be strategic and ensure that you are actually exploiting all of the gifts, exploring rather the gifts that you are naturally born with, all of your talents, all of your ideas, all of your witty inventions. Remember that at one point in time we didn't have light bulbs. It was somebody who said, boy, the place so dark, I wonder if I could come up with some artificial form of light. Sorry. Right. So they thought about that and came up with the light bulb, and then everybody, all of us have light bulbs now. So any idea that you can come up with is worth exploring, and that is how a lot of the times you will become wealthy. Think about Mark Zuckerberg. Think about Bezos. Think about Amazon. All of those services did not exist at one point. It was somebody who came up with the idea that there's an easier way or a better way to do something that was already been done. Everybody could go to the supermarket, they could go to the store, but the owner of Amazon thought to himself, there's a better way to do this. I can actually get persons to come online and shop. So they did that. All right, I'm going to stop for a little bit of the how to become a millionaire lecture and read the comments. So let me go back right to the top. So Joan has been commenting. She said yes at one point. She said amen. Akbar Moody said so true. Trishan Kaur says, hi Kayla, how do I apply for a loan from the NHT while overseas? All right, Trishan, I hope you're still on the live. So you can't apply while you're overseas. Well, you can apply, but what you're going to need your pre-approval letter. So it's important for you to get your pre-approval letter from the NHT so that you can firstly know how much it is that you qualify for. By the way, I see more viewers than likes, so please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Right, Trishan? So you need to apply for your pre-approval letter firstly. When you apply for the pre-approval letter, it will inform how much money you will get. And then secondly, so once you have your pre-approval letter, you're good to go. And then once a housing scheme becomes available, like one was available last week, then you can go ahead and apply online. And I normally do a video once houses become available, so you won't miss that if you are subscribed to the channel. And by the way, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, just click the red subscribe button over here to subscribe. Also hit the bell so that whenever I post a video, you can get notifications. All right. Okay, so Trishan, that was the answer to your question. So Joanne says, thank you so much. So true. We must say, definitely. And she said, so true and amen once more. I also saw Garth. Hi, Garth. Garth says, hello, good evening, Toronto crew in the house. Hello, my Canadian subscribers. Happy to have you as always. Dwayne Bennett says, I am just waiting for the Callback Manor Phase 3 to open application. Have my deposit ready and waiting. Yes, Dwayne, that's the spirit. And remember, your deposit is 20% of the cost of the house. So that's how much money you should have, okay? All right, so I think that those are the comments. I'm up to speed with the comments, so I can continue on what I was talking about. By the way, if you haven't liked the video, remember to like it, and I want you to drop your flag in the comment section to let me know which country you are watching from. Okay, drop your flag in the comment section so I can know which country you're watching from. So Canada has already represented themselves. So the other countries, please go ahead and represent for your country by dropping a flag in the comment section. Remember also that you can ask literally anything on my lives, whether it's about finance, real estate, or personal, professional, other questions. Anything that you want to ask, this is your opportunity. All right, so I'm going back now to what I was talking about as it relates to how to become a millionaire, the step-by-step process. And the next thing I want to look at is to cut unnecessary expenses. I'm sure this is going to resonate with someone on the live. Tell me in the comment section, what are some of your unnecessary expenses? I always tell you that if I should have any unnecessary expenses, shockingly, it would be food. Because I am sometimes quite picky about what I eat or what I like to eat. And for example, say on a day when I take lunch with me to work, I'll just decide that I no longer feel like eating that. Say for example, I took baked chicken. I'll just decide when I get to work that I no longer feel like eating baked chicken. I want fish. And I'll have my lunch in my lunch bag and go and buy food. So that's my little weakness. So yes, that is one of the unnecessary expenses that I've had to look in myself and say, girl, you need to stop doing that. That ain't good for your budget. Because when I budget a certain amount on food, you already bought the food and now you have it. And instead of cooking it, you are going to KFC, is who I'm talking, to buy food when you have food in your house. You shouldn't do that. What are some of the unnecessary expenses that you have? What are some of the unnecessary expenses that you have? Tell me in the comment section. And for the persons who will watch back the video delayed, please go ahead and leave a comment on the video so that I can know that you too are enjoying the videos, although you might not have been able to watch live. So tell me guys in the comment section, what are some of the unnecessary expenses that you have? I said earlier mine was food. Joan is asking in the comment section, what if the NHC told you to find a H? I think her text is incomplete. Joanne, go ahead and complete what you were saying. All right, so yes, so you need to cut unnecessary expenses, okay? And then you need to keep your goal, which is to become a millionaire, front and center. So it will inform everything that you do. Shelvez the third is saying credit card. So you have credit card as your unnecessary expense. Sashmolo is saying manicure, nails, gym, maybe food too. Okay, so you see, we do all have these unnecessary expenses. And the reason why I want you to say them in the comment section is not to highlight you, but I know that all of us, even the most frugal person, has those unnecessary expenses. So when you write them down, you look at them and now you are aware that there's an issue and you are aware what the issue is. So then you can take steps to remedy those issues. So for Chavez, hey Shay, Shay's on. She says, I'm so late. Good evening, everyone. Hi Shay. Shay's one of my regulars. She's always here with me on a Sunday. I was missing you, girl. I'm happy you're here. Yes. So you need to watch those unnecessary expenses. By the way, Shay, you're late, so let me just update you. So you know, on a Sunday, you can ask anything, finance, real estate, personal, anything you want to ask. But today I decided to focus on the steps to becoming a millionaire. So obviously I call my subscribers future millionaires. So now I have to teach you the step-by-step process of how to actually become a millionaire. So that's what we're talking about. For those of you who are just joining, please remember to hit the thumbs up button. All right, so we're at keeping your millionaire goals front and center. So if you want to become a millionaire, you have to know how you're going to get there. You're not going to just wake up one morning and find out that you're a millionaire. It's something that you're going to have to work on. And I actually want to give you some actual steps that you can do, because I know that when you look at it, for some of you, $1 million might look like a lot of money, but if we have a formula, then we can actually do it together. Shay says, hi Kayla, thank you for bringing me up to speed. You are welcome, my darling. Right, so these are some of the ways that you can actually become a millionaire. All right, so for those of you who like to sell things, that's a great place to start. One of the easiest ways to make money is to buy and sell an item, a product, or to sell a service. So for example, if you're a nail technician, so you won't have an actual product to sell, you could, because you could sell nail polish, you could sell nail polish remover, you could sell cotton swabs, you could sell foot rubs, you could sell anything that has to do with your field. You could sell press-on nails, but you can also sell your service, which you can do the nail installation and so on. So one of the first ways in which you can become a millionaire is to sell 50,000 products for $20. So if you sell 50,000 products for $20, then you will have $1 million. You see how simple that is? But the less money that the products cost, obviously is going to take you longer to get to your goal. So the second way is to sell 20,000 products for $50 instead of selling 50,000 products for $20. The third way is to sell 10,000 products for $100, right? Or if you want to get there even quicker, think about a product that costs $200 and you're going to sell 5,000 of them to become a millionaire. If you want to reach even quicker, then sell 2,000 products for $500. But some of you still want to get there quicker. So guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna sell 1,000 products for $1,000. Look at that. You sell 1,000 products for $1,000, you get there. Or you can sell 500 products for $2,000. So I want you to think now and tell me in the comment section, what is your idea? What is the product that you are thinking of selling? And while I wait on you to tell me about the product that you are thinking of selling, if you don't want to give away $1 million idea, you can tell me something else, another idea that might be a second idea that you might not do, but just to keep the conversation going. So while I wait on you to tell me about your products that you're planning to sell to become a millionaire, let me hit the comment section and answer the questions that are already there. All right, so Dwayne Bennett says, I don't see myself as a millionaire yet, although I have a couple million in the bank. Okay, so why don't you see yourself as a millionaire, Dwayne? Remember that a millionaire means that you have $1 million, but maybe you want to become a multi-millionaire where you have a lot of assets and so on. So yes, that's another goal that you can work on. So if you've already started the journey, you can have another goal to become, maybe you want to have $10 million, and then you will see yourself as self-actualizing as it relates to your financial goal. All right, Dwayne says, Kayla, that's my job, buy and sell. Wow, I didn't know that. Think that's the best thing for me to do. 12 years ago, going strong. Yes, Dwayne. So what do you sell? What do you buy and sell? And by the way, for the persons who are late, I was saying earlier that I want to have a meet and greet. So because of Corona, I'll not be able to have a physical meet and greet just yet, but maybe I can have a Zoom meet and greet where we can all come and turn our cameras on, because I want to meet my subscribers. Just as how you know me, I want to know you too and see your faces, so I can actually say hi when I see you on the streets, for those of you who are here in Jamaica. And when I travel, I can say hi to those of you in Canada and the US and the other countries. United Kingdom, I believe. I have some subscribers from there too. All right. Shay was replying to Dwayne and says that it's always good to think that way. You won't settle for less. Yes, Shay, that's a great idea. Uh, Bill Bot, Bop, Bill Bop Gaming says, are those 20 million and 30 million plus apartment in Kingston worth it? Most of them are 2 bedrooms. You know, funny enough, I was having that same discussion with a few of my friends between yesterday and today. Right. So I was saying that some of them, when you look at what they are offering as it relates to the square footage and just the amenities, it's really not worth it. Some of them are really not worth it. But remember, as it relates to real estate, a lot of times what you're purchasing is not actually the house. So you are buying a house, but you're actually purchasing the area, the community. So that's the reason why some of them cost so much. And then also, as it relates to the corporate area, there's also a higher demand for housing. And you know the laws of supply and demand for those of you who studied business. So the higher demand, the higher the demand, the higher the price will be. So that is really the reason that some of these houses cost so much. Because, for example, if you have $20 million, say, in one of the rural parishes like St. Elizabeth, you can actually build yourself a nice, maybe 3 bedroom house, because one, persons down there are helping you and helping you to build. You know how persons from rural parishes are, they actually help each other. And then also, it's just cheaper, the lands are cheaper, everything is cheaper. So it has to do with the law of supply and demand too. But some of them are really not worth it, and I wouldn't advise you to just buy a house because you really need a house. Sometimes you have to wait it out and just wait until you see something that is sensible. Or you can also explore the other options, which are, for example, building, buying land and building, or so on, or building in another parish, or buying your house in another parish that's more affordable. All right, so Shay was saying, I don't think so, Billbop Gaming, but I guess it's the location and probably the amenities. Yes, some of these houses do have really good amenities though, although they are so expensive. All right, Shelves 3 says, Sigma keep, meet and greet can keep too. Chavez, you are hilarious. You know, I was wondering about that. How was Sigma kept? Was it like an actual run, or is it that they're just asking persons to donate? Because my mom was asking me if I was going to Sigma, but I was saying, I wonder if she's mistaken, and just because it's that time of the year, she's remembering that I normally go to Sigma. But I was saying to her, Sigma can't keep because of the pandemic and thing. Was it an actual event? But I really want to have a meet and greet with you guys. Two things I want to do. I want to have a meet and greet with you, one. And two, I want to have a giveaway. So as I've been saying, I'm on my journey to 2,000 subscribers. I call it hashtag KKAY to 2K. So K to 2K. So I want to give away something for, just to say thanks to you, my subscribers who have been loyal, who have supported my content. You like, comment, subscribe, on you comment on stuff on my IG page. And by the way, if you're not following my IG, my handle is the same as my YouTube name, which is at Kayla.K.Keane. Right, so I want to have a giveaway for you. What should I give away? Tell me in the comment section, what do you think is a fitting thing to give away for my 2K. Once I get to 2K subscribers, I want to do a giveaway. What do you think I should give away? All right, so I have more questions. Where was I? So I was at Chavez, who was telling me that Sigma was held today, so we can have a meet and greet for the channel. Shay says, yes, Kayla, that's what I said, the amenities and location. Yes, Shay, definitely. Sash Muller says, what are you drinking today? Yes, I'm drinking water today, guys, but I put it in my coffee mug because it's just easier to drink from my coffee mug. What you guys drinking? All right, so Bill Bop Gaming says, location for true. They are apartments, not really houses. Yeah, Bill Bop. So yeah, it's definitely apartments, and it's definitely the location why they cost so much. So if there's no one to, people are going to buy them, and I think that's one of the problems. No matter how expensive the houses and apartments are, there are persons out here who purchase them. So with that said, it's difficult to even regulate the prices. And remember, the price for real estate is not regulated really. Yes, there is an assessment that is done. For example, if I have a house and I want to sell it, so I have to actually do a valuation, which will tell me that the house costs, say for example, $20 million. But persons are out here selling houses for more than that price because there are persons who are willing to buy them. So I think that's a part of the problem too. Shay says, a friend of my mom rented a huge 5-bedroom house in Clarendon for $25,000. Crazy, right? Haha. You know, Shay, we would never even get a one room good in the corporate area for that. Yes, I'm telling you, it's all about the location. If you should try to buy a house in Clarendon now, far different price from what we are here paying in the corporate area. If you go to Westmoreland, Hanover, those parishes, you can probably even rent a 1-bedroom for $10,000. No joke. So it's all about location as it relates to houses. That is why it costs so much to buy an apartment or to even rent in the corporate area. Just like New York has some of the most exorbitant rent. And it's simply because of the demand. There's a high demand for housing, so the homeowners can charge more for rent. I remember once I was in South Carolina and I had to rent, and it was very expensive to rent down there. So I was down there for probably half of a year, 6 months thereabout, and the rent was crazy. So I had other friends who were in like other states, and when I told them what I was paying for rent, they were like paying half of that. So that's how the housing sector is. All right, so Sash Muller says, there is an actual event. Oh, there was an actual event as it relates to Sigma. The roads were blocked. The roads were blocked off. I heard them from my house. Wow. So we can keep meet and greet then. It's how much the government said the number should be. 15 to 10, I think. I'm going to check out the regulation to see what have been the new information as it relates to the DRMA, Disaster Risk Management Act, to see how many persons can meet up. And then I'll decide if I want to have a virtual meet and greet with you, my subscribers, or we can actually have an event. But whatever I'm doing, it will be in accordance with the regulations, of course. I need to find out how Sigma was held though. That's quite strange. Dwayne says, I sell watch, chain, glasses, phone accessory, and fix them as well. Wow, Dwayne. You see why it's good for us to communicate? I didn't know that. So I'm gonna have to support you. Please DM me, direct message me on Instagram if you're on Instagram, or talk to me in my community section here on YouTube so that we can exchange information and then I can support your business. Sash Muller says that she thinks that the prize that we should give away, because as I was saying before, I want to give away something here on my channel. Once I get to 2,000 subscribers, I want to have a big giveaway. One person will win it, and we'll do it in the form of a little competition. I don't know. So I was asking what you want me to give away. So Sash Muller says she thinks I should give away cash. All right. Gizzy Tips and Review channel says, I love your hair. Thank you, my darling. Shelvez 3 or Shelvez the third says, give away housing fixtures. Housing fixtures like what? A face basin? Tell me, be more specific, Shelvis. Alright, Shay Monroe says, LOL, yes, they are sold before even completion. Yes, ma'am, the apartments are sold before them dig out the little dirt around the side for start build foundation. So that means that the price is not going down no time soon, because obviously somebody's affording it. Dwayne says, save is the key, and don't buy things that you don't need. I could buy a car, but I don't really need a car. House I need, so I'm saving towards that. Okay, that is excellent. But remember too that not only save, when I say save, investing is also very important too. So saving is just literally putting money into your regular savings account, and the more money you put, obviously the more money you'll have. But when you invest, like you buy stocks and bonds, invest in a mutual fund, then your money can actually work for you. So when you put in $10,000, you don't go back and see 10,000, but you go back and see 11 or 12. That is always what we want to do. All right, so let me see. Gizzy Tips and Tricks channel says, Tips and Review channel says, what are some of the reasons why persons may get declined for a mortgage? All right, that's an excellent question, Gizzy. And I need to subscribe to your channel also. I knew that I should. I don't know how I forgot. I want you to do something, Gizzy. When the live ends, just go into the comment section, the regular comment section, and just leave your channel link there so I can use it to subscribe. Okay, I don't want to forget again. Right, so you can be declined as it relates to getting a mortgage because you are not able to afford it. That's one of the main reasons why persons would get declined for a mortgage. And I guess you're talking about the bank side of it. So generally, as it relates to loans, the bank wants you to not be going home with less than 60% of your salary. So 40% of your salary ideally should be the part that pays loan or pays off debt if you have any debt, and then you should be going home with the 60. So if you're looking forward to getting a mortgage, one of the things that is important for you to do is to clear off as much debt as possible. So if you're looking at your paycheck now, your pay stub, and you have 3 loans, you need to work on getting out of debt so that you can have less debt, so that you can borrow more in the case of a mortgage. As you know, apart from a loan to start a business that you have a business plan for, I don't recommend loans unless it's for business or investment purposes, or to get a mortgage. So yes, debt could be one of the main reasons. Another reason is your credit score, which is also impacted by debt, of course. As most of you would be aware by now, we have an active credit bureau here in Jamaica. So just as how in the first world countries, they are using your credit score to determine your ability to repay debt, the same thing is being done here. So it all boils down to the same thing, which is having too much debt. All right, I think I have another question. And if that wasn't clear enough, Gizzy, please go ahead and tell me in the comment section so I can elaborate further for you. Sash Muller says, if you give cash, any subscriber from anywhere in the world could get it easily. Yes, that's very true. That's a very good idea. So once I get to 2,000 subscribers, future millionaires, I'll be doing a giveaway. And I agree with the idea that Sasmola says, that I should give away cash so that wherever in the world you are, you can get your gift. If, for example, I do a gift basket, my subscribers from Canada, the US, the UK will be at a disadvantage. I could send it to them, but I think it's easier to do cash for real. All right, so let's talk more about becoming a millionaire while I wait on you to load up my comment sections with your questions. All right, so one of the other things that I wanted to talk about as it relates to becoming a millionaire is to put your plan on repeat, which means at the beginning of every year or financial year for you. So just as how in Jamaica our financial year begins in April. So January is not recognized as it relates to finance. April is the beginning of the financial year. You can have a financial year for yourself. So if you don't do a budget for 2021 as yet, now is a good time for you to sit, write out your goals, what you want to do in life. So if you want to fix up your bathroom, the bathroom not going to fix with $0.00. You actually have to save towards it. As I always say, if you weren't born into wealth, and even people who are born into wealth, not going to just take up $10 million and fix bathroom. They are going to come up with a strategic plan to do it in a way that it can cost them less. By the way, I'm seeing less thumbs up than I have persons watching. So remember to hit the thumbs up, guys. Hit the thumbs up, okay? It helps with my YouTube analytics, as I'm always telling you. Right. So if you want to do something, you want to go back to school, you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, what are some of the other goals? Tell me in the comment section. You have to have a plan to get there. You're not going to just get up and reach one day by accident. You're gonna have to actually plan. Just like I told you in one of my story times, that when I wanted to go to university, I never have $1 to put on the next one. So I had to sit and talk to mommy and say, look here, I want to go to university, but I don't have the money at this time. It's a 4-year course. It will cost this amount, and we had to sit together and come up with a strategic plan to get the money. So that is how you will have to approach your goals, right? So when you write down all your goals for this year and say, let us work together and say we want to achieve them by December of this year, some of them, or we want to save 100,000 towards a goal that costs $2 million, then that is a start. But if you sit and just say, I want to own a house, but you're not thinking about the 20% deposit that you're going to need. You're not thinking about the debt that you have that you need to get out of to get to your goal. You're not thinking about the fact that you do have children and they are also a form of debt. They are costing you a certain amount of money. Then it becomes harder for you to achieve your goals because you simply do not have a plan, right? So that is how we want to do it. So sit down, write down all your goals, write down how much they will cost, and come up with a creative way to get to your goals. Let me hit the comment section just to see what you are saying. So Gizzy Tips and Tricks, Tips and Review channel says, that's okay, I understand. So basically it's debt ratio. Yes, dear, it has to do with debt more than likely. You can also ask your financial institution why, or if it's not you and you're asking for somebody else, let them know that they can ask their loans officer what was the reason for them not being offered a loan. Gizzy also says, I have a vision board and I write my plans every day. That is excellent. I also have a whiteboard here in my room. I'd have to dismount it for you to see it. I'll show you another day that I, like every night before I go to my bed, I write down all the things that I have to do for the following day on it, so that when I wake up with clarity. You wake up clear. You have to be clear about your goals, subscribers. Nothing good will just come overnight and without working. A lot of times when we see people winning, we see people excelling, it's not just because some strike of luck or magic. Sometimes it's really hard, consistent work. For example, simple things as YouTube. I can't expect that somebody's going to come and wake me up out of my bed on a Sunday and say, oh, remember that you promised your subscribers that you're going live at 6 p.m. I have to keep on track of myself and know that I have to do certain things in the day so that at 6 p.m. I can sit here and talk to you. As it relates to posting my videos on a Friday at 3 p.m. I can't come up with the idea for what the video will be about on Friday at 3 p.m. The video needs to be up at that time. You understand? So we have to work on ourselves, work on becoming consistent. Additionally, apart from my board that I have up in my bedroom, and it's like in front of my bed. So it's a whiteboard, it's in front of my bed. Once I wake in the morning, I am looking at the board. I have no options. So once I get up, my mind is already programmed that you have 10 things on the list and you need to get them done. I also have a diary that I walk with for the days that I won't be at home. And once I go into that diary, once a day, well, before I go to my bed every night, I update my diary. So I know that, okay, Kay, you have 10 things to do tomorrow. So once I get up, sometimes, have you ever been on the road? You know that there's something that you need to do, but you don't remember what it is. So you probably go to Crossroads, you need to go to the bank in Crossroad, and you need to go to the market, for example. You go to Crossroad, you end up going to the bank and coming back home. When you reach home, here you, but I don't have any potato to make my dinner. No, we're not about that life. Get organized, and that has a big part to do with persons who achieve their goals and persons who do not. By the way, guys, remember to like the video. I have to remind you ever so often, just click the thumbs up button to like the video. If you're watching and you have not subscribed, you need to be over here and you need to be a part of the family. So hit the red subscribe button over here, and also don't forget to hit the bell so that whenever I post, you'll get a notification. Let me just see what you guys are saying in the comment section before I continue. Alright, so Gizzy was saying one of my goals this year is to clear all my debt and to invest in land in Westmoreland, Jamaica, where I would like to live in Jamaica by I'm 35. I'm now 24. That's excellent. That is excellent. So yes, I like the way that you are clear on what it is that you want to do. You're clear at as it relates to what age you want to achieve that by. That is how it should be. So for example, you're 24 now. So if you think about that goal of living in Westmoreland and you say, all right, then it will cost me, say, $10 million to achieve the goal, then you can literally divide the amount of years that you have to get to that age to know how much you need to save annually. So that way the goal becomes more achievable, which is what we are working towards. Sometimes all of our goals are achievable. All of your goals are achievable. But if you don't have a plan, you just plan to do something. If you fail to plan, plan to fail. If you fail to plan, plan to fail. So if you want to achieve something but you don't know how, it's okay to not know how. But at least know what it is, and then later on you can implement a plan that can help you to get to where you want to go. Let me see what other persons are saying in the comment section. So Shay says, good one, Gizzy. Absolutely lovely. And she says, thanks. Well, I don't know if it's a male or female. Gizzy says, same here. My vision board is right in front of me and I carry a small notebook in my bag to work. Exactly. We have to get clear on what our goals are if we plan to achieve them. We have to get clear on what our goals are if we plan to achieve them. Most of us on the channel want to own a house. But you know what makes it more realistic? At what age do you want to own the house? And I feel like it's a good time to grab some notepad, grab some paper, and let us talk and actually work through this. So you want to own a home, right? So write the goal. The goal is to own a home. Right? So that's the first thing. For some of you, it's a car. Just write a car instead of a home. For some of you, you want to have kids, so you can write that. For some of you, you want to travel abroad or you want to live in another country. So write what the goal is, so you know what the goal is. So if the goal is to own a home, at what age do you plan to own the home by? Write that also. And also write your current age. So write the goal, write your current age, and write what age you want to achieve the goal by. So when you have done that, it puts things into perspective for you. So the fourth thing that you're going to write is the dollar value that is attached to the goal. What is the dollar value? How much money is going to take me to achieve this goal? Once you write the dollar value, later on when the live ends, you can sit in your quiet corner and you can do the math as it relates to how it is that you're actually going to get to the goal financially. So you know how much years you have. So if it's $10 million you need and you have 10 years, you know that you need $1 million per year. So the fifth and final thing you're going to write down is how you're going to get that money. So you know how much money you need to have per year, how you plan to get that money. So earlier, for the persons who joined me early, I was saying that you can actually fast track your goals. You can fast track your goal by having a sensible plan that works, right? So now that you have a plan in place, you are actually going to work towards it. One of the things that I mentioned earlier is buying and selling something. Or if you don't like buying and selling, what services do you have that you can offer and somebody can pay you for them? Something as simple as managing a social media site. So, for example, I might not want to do my own artwork for YouTube, or I might not want to edit my videos, so I might film them, but I don't want to edit them. If you have those skills, that is something that you could be making money off. And I also said earlier in the live too that you shouldn't depend on your 9 to 5 to get you to the place that you want to go. Because sadly, there are few people who have gotten wealthy, who have gotten rich from them 9 to 5. It really doesn't work that way most of the time. So if you're a plumber, do your plumbing on the side when you leave work. If you are good at cutting lawn, cut lawns when you leave work. Sometimes you have to go the extra mile and invest in yourself. If you like to buy and sell things that people are interested in. All of you have friends. If you like friends who like to have a wine rack, buy and sell wine. If you have friends who like shoes, buy and sell shoes on the side, so that you can augment your income and you can have more money towards your goal. For those of you who plan to buy a house, you already know that you need to have 20% deposit, right? You need to have 20% deposit. So if the house costs $20 million, you need to have $2 million upfront cash money. You also need to pay your lawyer. Your lawyer might charge a certain percentage of the cost of the house. So you need to start saving now. Any goal that you will have will cost you some amount of money. I was joking with one of my friends this morning, and I was saying that you know that each time you leave your house is money. Like if you literally want to walk through your gate, it's money. Because if you go down the road and you go to the corner shop and you want something to drink because you're thirsty because your walk was long, money for the water. If you go up the road and you see your friends and your friends drinking juice and you want juice, money for the juice. If you feel sick, you go to the pharmacy, money for the drug. If you want to go to the doctor, everything costs money. Or as Shay said in the comment section, it costs to live, literally. So anything that you want to do is going to take money. So if you're not sure of your goal too, you can still start saving. You want to buy a house, you don't know which part you want to live in, still start saving. Let me see what the persons in the comment sections are saying. Gizzy says you can apply the SMART analogy to your goals. Yes, Gizzy, and I actually did a whole video on how to achieve your goals the SMART way. I'm going to link it here for the persons who are watching delayed, so that you can see that video, see what it was all about. Gizzy says you are basically forcing your way out of poverty. Yes, 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 yes. We can't just sit and say, oh, my granddaddy was poor or my parents poor. No excuse mindset. We have to do this together. We have to get our way out of this, and it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to drop in your lap. All of you have gifts. You've noticed that I've mentioned that quite a few times, because as I said before, sometimes it's not your 9 to 5 that will get you to the place you want to get as it relates to wealth. Sometimes it's your gifts, sometimes it's your talent. Don't be afraid to use them. If you can bake, grate a cake and gizzards, bake them and sell them. Sometimes it will work out better than the job that every day you go to and the boss stressing you and you stressing the boss. Gizzy says you first have to accept the things you have to change. Definitely. You have to accept what you don't like about your life. Accept it. You're broke? Yes, accept it. You're not where you want to be? Accept it. Things not easy. Yes, I am aware of that. Because so I have had some goals. I've been writing down goals from as far back as I know myself. And some of them I have achieved, and some of them are still on there. And sometimes I wonder, how am I going to achieve this? But guess what? You still have to make a plan and push towards it. I knew from I was little that I wanted to go to university. If I never do anything else, I wanted to go to university. I could have sit down and say, boy, I don't see the money and this and that and that. No. Make a plan and God will help you. God will send somebody to help you, or God himself will help you. Make a plan and work towards it. No excuses. Everything that I want to achieve, I will achieve them. Some of them are going to take longer than some. Some of them are going to be discouraging. Sometimes you're going to want to feel like you want to give up. But let me tell you something. Continue to work on yourself. Some of you are older too. You might be 50 and watching this. You might be 60 and you say, boy, my life almost done. No. Right where you are is right where you are now. And you can work from there to get to where you want to go. So you might be 50 now and watching this and saying, boy, I can't even bother. I give up on my goals because I'm too old. But what is going to happen when you live to say 80? So you think 50 old, but it's then you're going to feel old. So guess what? Work on your goals and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself like how Jamaicans believe in tea. You know, when you tell Jamaicans, say your foot are hurt, you drink little tea. Yes, believe in yourself. And by the way, guys, if you're on here and you have not pressed the like button, please go ahead and press the like button. Additionally, if you're on here and you have not subscribed, right over here, the red button, just click subscribe to become a member of the Future Millionaire family. If you're just joining, I said earlier, once I get to 2,000 subscribers, I want to do a giveaway as a thank you for supporting me on the journey, and thanks for building the channel. Remember, it's not my channel, no, it's our channel, right? So I want to do a big giveaway to say thank you. I also want to have a meet and greet with you. It might have to be virtually. I might use Zoom because of the pandemic. However, I'm going to look back at the regulations, what the DRMA, the Disaster Risk Management Act, says as it relates to meeting, and see how many persons can meet up. Of course, if we have a physical meetup, everybody will have to go through the checks and balances to ensure that you don't have COVID-19. Don't want any of my subscribers getting ill, but more than likely it will be electronically. So I want to have a giveaway. Somebody suggested that the giveaway item should be cash, because that way if the subscriber is not in Jamaica, then they can still get their gift. All right, I have a whole heap of questions, so let me just check and see what you are saying. So Shay says, when I am on my days off, I'm afraid to leave the house. Why are you afraid to leave your house? Oh, money. She said money after that. Oh, meaning that once you leave the house, you know, I know, right? I know, right? Gizzy says, identify the bare minimum for survival. Save 1 month's worth of essential money. Yes. So Gizzy is talking about your emergency fund. It doesn't have to be a month, but you can start with that as a goal and then you up it. So you need to have ideally between 3 and 6 months worth of your salary saved. So if there's an emergency, you don't have to worry yourself. You can use that money, and once you get out of that situation, you can get back on your feet. Remember to like the video, guys. Hit the like button. I want to see the likes popping up on my screen. Hit the like button. If you haven't liked the video, go ahead and like it. If your thumb is not blue, it means you haven't liked it. So just go ahead and hit the thumb. It should be somewhere over here. Just go ahead and hit it. Let me see what the other persons are saying. Gizzy says, also start to build good credit score. Excellent. Yes. And you start building your credit by repaying debt if you have debt, and if you don't have any debt, try not to get into debt. If you have a credit card, you need to repay on time and in full. Say it with me. Repay on time and in full. If you have a credit card, you need to repay on time and in full. Remember, if you spend 10,000 Jamaican dollars from your credit card, you're not going to be required to pay $10,000 if you miss the payment deadline. You're going to have to spend way more, pay way more. Some of the credit cards are actually up to 40% interest rate. So you need to know what you're doing. Some persons don't need to have credit card. Let's talk about that a little bit. If you know that you have poor spending habits, maybe a credit card is not the best option for you. Nothing is wrong with having a credit card, but it depends on the type of spender that you are. Let me see what persons are saying. Alright, so Gizzy says, decide that you will never be poor again. Yeah, man, that is the decision that we're all making together. That Broke Life don't fit way, and we want a better way in this life, so that we're gonna work to it. Gizzy says, those are some of the tips I use daily. Yes, Gizzy. By the way, Gizzy, remember at the end of the live to link your YouTube channel in the comment section, not here on the live comment. Link it as a comment under the video, because I want to subscribe to your channel and support you also. And Dwayne, remember to talk to me on Instagram. Dwayne sells clothing, watch and things like that. So, and he fixes them too. I have a watch that I need to fix, Dwayne. So talk to me on Instagram. Akbar Moody said, you are so right about 9 to 5. Definitely. Akbar, by the way, that is a beautiful name. Donna Brown says, I'm late, but I'm here, princess. Hi, mommy. Mommy is watching. Romar Foster says, hey, good night. What is the process of using my business to purchase a home? Or you want to use your business as collateral? So yes, you can get a loan based on if you have assets in the business and so on. So you can use it as collateral to purchase a home. Talk to your bank about that, your mortgage loan, your loans officer or mortgage officer about that. So think about the bank of choice. Go to the NHT, get your pre-approval letter, and then approach the bank of your choice and let them do a pre-approval for mortgage for you, and they will tell you, let them know that you have a business and let them know the cost so that it can be used as collateral to get that mortgage. CM says, what me hear meet and greet with Kayla. Yes, that sounds good. Yes, CM, I'm planning to have a meet and greet with my subscribers. I want to know all of you. Ramar says, thanks. You're welcome, Ramar. I want to have a meet and greet with my subscribers. As I said, because of COVID protocols and so on, it might not be a physical meet and greet, but it might be via Zoom, depending on what is happening, because it's Holy Pauno Depan here, almost 2,000. And I can't meet with so many persons in person, but I can meet with you online without breaching any of the protocols that we have here. So yes, I definitely want to do a meet and greet. Or I might try to find out how I can stream from a computer instead of my mobile device, so you can actually join me here on YouTube live and ask your questions live. I want to do that. Dwayne says, Kayla, is it 10% or 20% for deposit? Callback manner is 10% deposit of the house price. Generally, Dwayne, it's 20%. If they are accepting, remember that that's a private developer, they can choose to accept whatever they want based on the agreement that they have worked out with their bank. Generally, though, it's 20%. Gizzy says, extra tip, save money by investing. Save money by investing is easy to liquidate assets and also increase in value. Oh yes, yes. So if you save your money cash, obviously it's already in cash format, so it's easier to get your money in hand. That's what she means by liquidate. Bill, oops, hold on. Let me just get these comments up on this phone. Right. So I have some more questions. So Bill Bap Gaming says, what credit agency is used to check your credit score? Okay, so you're referring to here in Jamaica. There's a credit bureau in New Kingston that does it for you. I can't think of a name now, but the credit bureau is in New Kingston. You know where that there's a whole plaza there, Barbados Avenue, I think that's the name of the road, if my memory serves me. Is that Barbados or Grenada? One of those roads. I'm not entirely sure of the name of that road, but it's in New Kingston though. You can get it done there. If anybody knows the name of a credit bureau, you can comment down below so that they can have that information. I can't think of one out of my head, but it's very, very easy to get your credit score. Additionally, the bank can do it for you. So if it is Gizzy that you have applied for a loan, they already actually have your credit report. So if you apply for a loan and you were told that your loan would not be approved, the bank has your credit report already. Talk to your loans officer and ask them to give it to you so you don't have to pay for it. Because if you have applied and you were denied, they have it, and that could be one of the reasons why you were denied. Nicola Heard says, how long does it usually take to get a loan or mortgage? I think she meant processed. In terms of getting back the information from the bank to see how much you will get, it doesn't take long, probably a week the most, a few days basically. So once you have your pre-approval letter from the NHT, and you also have your 3 last pay slips, that's what the bank is going to ask you for. It doesn't take long, a few days to a week, the longest I would say. CM says, Kayla, you live in Kingston? Yes, CM, I do live in the corporate area. Gizzy says, Nicola, 90 to 20 days? For what? Nicola, re-ask your question. If what I answered is not what you intended to ask, just type it another way, because I'm not sure Gizzy and I are on the same page. But if you're asking about how long it takes to get your pre-approval letter from the bank to know how much you will get as a loan to purchase a house, it does take a week or less. Nicola says that's long, referring to Gizzy. They were having a private conversation in the comment section. Gizzy says not really, LOL. Sometimes it takes very quick depending on the bank and the stuff that you, it's actually 90 to 120 days. Not sure what they're talking about. She said mortgage. Oh, how long it takes for all of the paperwork to process when you are finished, when you already know how much money you're getting from the bank and the process to purchase the house. That could take between 90 to 120 days if that's what you're talking about, between getting the sale agreement, signing, and the bank transferring the money to the vendor, which is the person selling the house. That could take that period of time. But if it's just the pre-approval you're asking about, then that's something different. Nicola, if you are here, just comment in the comment section and let us know if the 3 of us are on the same page. By the way, Gizzy, thanks for trying to help in the comment section. I love when my subscribers do that. Shay, how you not commenting is where you're gone. And Sash Muller, are you still here? Say hello in the comment section. All right. Dwayne says, Kayla, keep on doing the good work. Thank you, Dwayne. I do it for you, my subscribers, who keep the thing going. And by the way, I want to ask a question to you. Did you watch my last video? Shay says she's here listening attentively, and Nicola said we're on the same page. Okay, that's awesome. Yes, so if you watch my last video, it's a little bit different from what I normally do. It's a vlog, a day in my life vlog, where I basically take you around to follow me for the day and show you what I do on a daily basis. Every day is different, of course, but that's basically a large part of what I do. If you watch the vlog, let me know if you like it. I want to know what type of content you like, apart from the regular host videos. And I have another host video coming on Friday. For those of you who want a host to purchase, I have another video for you Friday. But apart from those videos, I'm thinking about doing vlogs in the week, maybe on a Wednesday. So you already know my posting schedule is Friday on and Sunday. I go live at 6 p.m. EST, which is Jamaica time. But if you want other content, I'm thinking about doing that in the week. So for example, on a Wednesday I could do a vlog. On Fridays is definitely probably going to be real estate or finance videos, and then on Sundays I'll go live with you at 6 p.m. so that we can be on the same page. We can ask our questions, we can chill together. You can find out anything that you want to find out about the NHT, finance stuff, bank stuff, anything that you want to know about. Let me see what you're saying. Oh, Shay says yes, she watched the vlog. It was so refreshing. Awesome. That's the feedback I'm getting, but I want to know from more of you if you enjoyed it, so I can know if that is something that I should do in between my videos. Billbap Gaming says, if you get a pre-approval letter from NHT, am I right in assuming the bank will approve the loan if the property is more than the amount NHT offers? Pre-approval, well, approval of loans, Billbap Gaming, is based on the borrower's ability to repay the loan. So that has to do with things like how much of your debt ratio, how much of your money is going out in loan already. If you are, say, employed to a company, you're getting a paycheck, or if you're self-employed, they still want to know how much of the money that you're earning you're actually keeping, so that you can afford to repay the loan. So that depends on you and your personal finances. So you want to ensure that you have a good credit score, which is why I mentioned credit cards earlier. And I said that if you don't have good financial habits, getting a credit card might not be the best thing for you. Because if you don't know what you're doing, that can ruin your credit, which will not be good for you. All right. Additionally, I see somebody commenting about it, so I'm gonna take the opportunity now. I wanted to do this, and I'm glad that person commented that, so that I can ask, what are some other things that you want me to do on the channel apart from what I do now? What are some other things, other content that you'd like to see? Let me go into the comment section now and see what you're saying. Let me do it on this phone so that it's easier. All right. Akbar Moody says, is like an understatement. I loved it. Want to watch you cook. Oh, you're referring to the vlog. Okay, so for the vlog, guys, I actually had a cooking segment as a part of that video. So I actually woke up the morning, which is what I normally do, and meal prep. So we meal prep from overnight too. Like, we'll know what fruits we're having for tomorrow. Some of the meal is already cooked, so we'll just literally share it out in the morning into our lunch bags and so on. But I woke up the morning, made an omelette, made breakfast for myself because I wanted something different. Did my fruits, packed lunch, everything, and I filmed it. When I look back at the video, it was too dark, so I decided to just leave it out of the vlog and post everything else. So I actually cooked in the vlog, but I didn't post that part. So if you guys want me to do more vlogs, then I'll cook in my next vlog. So Shay says, yes, it's good to mix up the thing. Okay, that's fine. So that means that you are all interested in seeing vlogs and so on. Billbot Gaming says, thank you, you're most welcome, that's what I'm here for. Gizzy says, maybe good business to invest in Jamaica. Okay, that's a good topic too. Gizzy says morning routine maybe. Okay, so that can be a part of the day in my life video too. Maybe morning routine. Yeah, it can be. It can be similar. CM, we want you to tell us which stocks is good to buy, which stocks pay good dividends, and that we should buy from the Jamaica Stock Exchange. All right, CM, for that, you'd have to do that consultation on a one-to-one basis. Stocks that are good for Shay to buy, Akbar to buy, Gizzy to buy might not be good for you to buy based on your portfolio. For example, if you're a multimillionaire, you can obviously take more chances than somebody with $100,000. So when you talk about, and it depends on your risk appetite too. Risk appetite meaning some persons are willing to invest $100,000, and if it blows, that's fine with them. While somebody else who invests $10,000 are afraid of losing their $10,000. So that's a one-on-one conversation that we'd have to have. That's why I always tell you guys to follow me on Instagram, where we can talk one-to-one. My IG name is Kayla full stop K full stop Keane. That is Kayla.K.Keane, which is the same as my YouTube channel name. Gizzy says, oh, that's a good one. I guess she was referring to CM. Yes. CM says, I love Jamaica Stock Exchange. Yes. You know that at one point we were number one in terms of how our stocks are performing in the entire world. Let me repeat that. At one point, we were number one. The Jamaica Stock Exchange was number one in terms of how well our stocks were performing in the entire world. So yes, we do have a lucrative stock market. But not everyone wants to invest in stocks. Some people are afraid. People have different risk appetite and so on. But that is definitely something we can talk about. Gizzy says, Grace Kennedy. Oh, she's referring to stocks that she would recommend to buy. Shay says, oh no, I don't even want to lose $10. And she has a cat in the box looking out. Yes, Shay, so you have a lower risk appetite than some persons. CM says, 3 credit bureau in Jamaica. I don't use Insta. Oh, you don't use Insta. So you'll have to talk to me in my community section or under the post, under my post, or similar to what you're doing now. By the way, CM, are you a new subscriber? Let me know. And for all of you, I see some persons who are just coming on, remember to hit the thumbs up button. So if your thumb over here is not blue, that means you haven't hit it as yet. So please go ahead and hit it. If you have not subscribed, which is over here, the red button over here, go ahead and subscribe. And if you haven't hit the bell, you need to hit the bell, so once I post, you can get a notification. Additionally, I don't know if you guys get the notification when I go live. If you're not getting that notification and probably just come on YouTube and discover that I was live, then it means you need to hit the bell. When you hit the bell, YouTube sends you my notification whenever I post a video or go live. So if you don't subscribe, if you don't hit the bell, it means that you're going to miss out, and we don't want the train to miss any of our subscribers. Okay, so you need to hit the bell and subscribe. And as I said last week, no squatting round here. Shay said notification gang, woot woot, because Shay has subscribed and she hit the bell. So once I post or go live, Shay gets something on her phone that tell her, Shay, your membership has been activated, and here's what, we're doing something on the channel. All of you need that in your life. Yes, we need a positive energy in our life. Yes. All right. Gizzy says it depends on your risk factor. Definitely, Gizzy, which is what I was talking about earlier. Some persons not going to buy stock because them too afraid. CM down here laughing. Is what you're laughing about, CM. Let me see what else I missed. Gizzy says, Shay, oh my. Yes, Shay don't want to lose $1. Shay prefer to keep her little money in her pocket or in her bag book. CM says, yes, I know about the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Okay, that's awesome. CM says, I subscribe long time. I just don't usually talk on your live. Okay, CM, thanks very much for subscribing. CM, yeah, CM was laughing down the bottom. Right, so what else you want to talk about? What else do you want to talk about for the time that we have remaining with each other? And let me remind you, for the persons who are just joining, let me remind you that once I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'll be having a giveaway. Someone suggested that the giveaway, the item that I should give away should be cash, because some of my subscribers don't live in Jamaica, and it makes sense to make it universal and let everybody on the channel have the gift be accessible to them. So if I chose a gift basket, for example, then if you're in other countries, I'd have to ship it to you, which would be harder. But if I gave away cash, then I could just send it to you via your bank account, which would, I think it's a good idea. See, Gizzy is saying, OMG, I live in London and so much non-Jamaicans own houses and apartments in Jamaica. We need to own more of our lands and houses. Definitely. See? So that's why it's important for us to definitely have the cash as a giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. Because see, Gizzy lives in London, and I know that Garth, are you still here? Comment in the comment section. Garth lives in Canada. I have subscribers in the UK, Canada, the US, Jamaica, other islands. So I definitely, the diaspora, I definitely need to have something that is accessible to all of them. CM says, I am gonna put up the 3 credit bureau. Thank you, CM. Gizzy says, I subscribed from June 2020. Yes. Thank you for not only subscribing, but you're always watching and chatting to me, and I love that. By the way, I'm reminding you for the last time, Gizzy, please remember, when the live ends, just go into the regular comment section, not this live one, and put your channel link so that I can subscribe to your channel. I don't want to forget. I've been thinking that I definitely need to subscribe and support you, but I keep forgetting. So when you comment, I get the comments on my phone, so I'll definitely just hit the subscribe button to check out what it is that you are doing on your channel. Let me see what other persons are saying. CM says, yes, US $2,000 you're giving away. See, okay guys, so it looks to me like CM wants to donate some money, you know. CM, how much money are you donating to that $2,000? You see how your chest high? Yes. So CM is giving the list of credit bureau, credit companies information where you can get your credit score done. Number 1, Credit Info Jamaica. So he says that's one of the credit bureaus here in Jamaica. Sash Molo, if you're on the live also, please help CM and comment the credit bureaus in Jamaica. Is what Gizzy laughing about. Oh, because probably I told CM that I'm going to have to contribute to that big money. She laughing at CM. Definitely I'm laughing too. Yes. So CM says 1, credit bureau number 1. And for the persons who want to know where you can get your credit score, these are the companies here in Jamaica that offer that service. So you can get your credit score from 1, Credit Info JA. You can get it from CRIFT, Info, Information Bureau Jamaica, and CRIFT is a good one. I would recommend them. And he said 3, Credit Information Services. I know CRIFT and I have used them before, so I would recommend CRIFT. So Gizzy, was it you that wanted to get your credit report done? You can use CRIFT to do that, or any of the other ones that you choose. Yes, and he was saying you can Google them Google for their website. Definitely, you can just Google credit bureau, and it will come up. The main credit bureau though is in New Kingston, so you can just Google, find them, and problem solved. Pay about 2,000 Jamaican dollars and you get your credit report, and it's not something that will take long. So basically, it will just be a summary of loans that you've taken, how you repay debt, and things like that. All right, I have some more questions. Let me see what they are saying. Gizzy was saying the Jamaica housing market move too fast though. Oh yes, by the time you see a house, you'll see under offer the next time you look back, which means that the seller, the vendor they call them, has accepted an offer for the house. It does move really fast. I have some questions, they're going up so fast. CM says I have the website but me can't bother type them out. Thanks CM for your help. You are very helpful. No need to type them out. We can all go and Google them afterwards. Gizzy says, what would you recommend, buy or build? Okay, Gizzy, that's a very popular question that I get, but buying or building depends on what you have, now. So for example, if you have land, then building might be a better option for you because you already have land, so it will be cheaper to probably build and buy. Additionally, what if you like your house a very specific way, like maybe you like Georgian architecture, or you like modern amenity, or you want your facets to all be white, you want the new modern style cupboards in your kitchen, then maybe it's better for you to build than to buy, because you won't get what you want. But if you're not so specific on those details, then you could go ahead and buy a house. So it depends on what you want. If you want a house next year, it's probably not realistic that you can build a house in a year. So those are things that you want to look at. You want to look at your timeline, what the goal is, when you want to achieve it, all of those, and that will inform what's best for you. Shay, let me see what she was commenting. Oh, Shay laughing. Shay, what you laughing about? Bill Bap Gaming says, hey Gizzy, the wages don't house prices. That's my opinion anyway. I might be wrong. I don't understand what Bill Bap's saying. Gizzy says, I'm talking a house. Okay. Gizzy says, no, it's not me. I know my credit score, LOL. Okay, so you can give the information to the person who you are assisting. CM says, no, you can get a free credit score report each day. You don't have to pay for it, it's free. Yes, if you go to the one I was talking about in New Kingston, you can get it free, but generally you have to pay. If the bank tells you that you need to get it, if you're getting a loan, you will pay at that time also. So if you're getting it for the purpose of the bank, sometimes the bank will choose which credit bureau they want to use, so they'll just ask you to pay, or they can also take the money from your bank account that you have with them. CM says, any additional credit report, that's when you will have to pay. Yeah, I just explained how that really works. Gizzy Tips and Tricks says, Bill Bap, that's true. That's why the non-Jamaicans are buying them, which is very unfortunate. Yes, folks. So we all want to own a piece of the rock. Yeah, after all, it's our country. And we do want to own a piece of what's really ours. So that's something that we're all working towards, owning our own home in Jamaica. So if it's something that's important to you, please note that you need to start taking steps towards that from now, so that you can own that in time. If you are on the live and you haven't liked the video as yet, you know I'm going to remind you to like it, right? So just go ahead and hit the like button. If your like button is not blue, it means you have not liked the video. So go ahead and do that. And talk to me about anything that you want to talk to me about in the comment section. Remember, you are not gonna see me until Friday when I post my next video. So now is your time to talk. And also, guys, please share the live, and not just the live, the channel with your friends and family members so that they can find out what's going on in Jamaica as it relates to finance and real estate. For the foreigners who are watching, you foreigners as in Jamaicans who live abroad, or if you're not Jamaican but you have interest in purchasing a house here, property, finances as it relates to Jamaica, share it with your friends so they too can benefit from the information that I share on this channel. Have some more questions. Let me see what they are saying. Bill Bop says the wage don't match the house price. My opinion, I might be wrong. Gizzy, get it? Yes, that's definitely true. Bill Bop says my typing error. Sorry, Kay. No problem. No problem. That happens sometimes. CM says yes, foreigners have the money and the man with the gold rules. So they buying up the real estate, especially in Ochi and Montego Bay. That's definitely true. Gizzy says owning land or house in Jamaica is very privileged because it is not everyone that can own land own in Jamaica because it's an island. Yeah. JM says, hey Kayla, great content as usual. Thank you. Thank you, JM. And it's the first time I'm seeing you commenting. So welcome to the Future Millionaires family. You are a future millionaire. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you even more for leaving a comment. I have more comments still. Gizzy says, that's why I choose to invest in Jamaica instead of the UK. Definitely, Gizzy, we have to invest in where we are from. And at the end of the day, as you know, with the situation with the Windrush generation that were deported back to Jamaica after living abroad from like the devil was a boy, as we would say, we have to be careful. Even if we're investing in foreign countries, invest in your own country, because at the end of the day, them can just get up and tell you to go home and you don't want to come home and don't have nothing. Persons leave Jamaica, don't even talk to nobody in Jamaica. When they have to come home, they don't know nothing at all. It's like a new country to them. Remember to like the video if you haven't done so already, guys. Remember to like the video. I have more questions. JM says, would you buy a 2-bed, 2-bathroom apartment at the loft for $28 million? Alright, so earlier, Jay, I don't know if you were on the live at that time. We were talking about the cost of apartments in Kingston and the corporate area in general, and we were saying the prices are quite exorbitant. However, I was also saying that when you purchase a house, most of the times you don't actually buy the house. Although you're buying a house, it's not the house you're buying the location. So when you look at the loft, it's located right across the road from the National Stadium, which is considered to be prime real estate. So for example, if they're having an event at the stadium like Sumfest, when we had Long Walk to Freedom, the Buju Banton concert, that the tickets were probably for, some of the tickets were like for $50,000. If you live at the loft, you can literally stay over your yard and watch the concert for free. So I think they're thinking about things like that. And the loft, the way the rooms, the houses look, they're also very beautiful. So I guess that's why it costs $28 million. I would actually invest in one of those properties because I see it being able to resell at a good price. And for example, you could use it as an Airbnb for persons who want to attend events at the National Stadium. They could literally be staying across the road. So yeah, but the loft though, those were actually sold before they started construction. So I think, so I don't think I don't think I would have an option to buy it if I had the money to. Let me see what else y'all are saying. Would you buy it, Jay? Tell me in the comment section if you would buy it. CM says buy JMMB preference shares. All the experts say it's a good deal. Dividends will be paid every month. Thanks for that information, CM. I did share that on my Instagram page, the JMMB preference shares. I'd have to check back in my phone to see when those will become available. Jay says, thanks, you're most welcome, my dear. Mommy says, keep up the good work, my daughter. God bless you. His favor be yours. Thank you, Mommy. Gizzy says, Jay, I definitely would. Okay, yeah, so Gizzy says that she would buy the apartment too. I would too. CM says, JM, if I had the money to spare, yes, $28 million for a 2-bedroom in that location is a deal. On Waterloo Road, it's $36 million for a 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah, so I would buy it too. Shay says, I think it's worth it, JM. Yeah, so most of us seem to be agreeing that it's worth it. Jay, you can tell us if you think it's worth it too. Gizzy says, use it for investment purposes and pay off the mortgage early. LOL. JM is responding to everybody and says, thanks. And he says at CM, good point, thanks. JM says, Shay, thanks much. Definitely. So you see, we're out here in these streets helping each other. I just love my subscribers. Y'all are always helping out each other in the comment section. So even if I miss something, you know you're not gonna miss it. And I love that. VNMCK says, hi, gorgeous. Hi, VN. You're late, man. WN, sorry. You're late today. CM says, they are also available, Kayla. They are already available. Oh yeah, I got an email about it, but I didn't check back. The JMB preference share offer closes on March 9. CM coming through with the information. Thank you, my darling, because I couldn't go into my email now to check on that. Bill Bop Gaming says at CM 36 mil for a 1-bedroom. Jeez, Waterloo Road next to Evan. Shay says, is it the South apartment, CM? And CM says, you're welcome, with a smiley face. Thanks, CM, you're working overtime. Yes, so I want to meet you all in the meet and greet session that I'm planning to have, whether we have it on Zoom or we have it in person, depending on what happens with COVID-19. I want to put a face to all of the names. I want to put a face to all of the names. Gizzy says, you are welcome, with prior hands. So yes, guys, as I was saying before, so I definitely want to put a face to all the names. So I want to have a meet and greet, whether on Zoom or in person, depending on what happens with COVID-19. Remember too, when you have achieved your goals, things that we talk about here, when you buy your house, come tell me in the comment section too, so that we will know that, you know, the advice is working and we're working together to achieve our goals. The VN, it's Winston. You know I have to be safe in showing all my names. Okay, hi Winston. Gizzy says, can you imagine what those would worth in the next 10 to 30 years? Yes, we have to think about that. And CM was saying, no, the South apartment way more expensive. Yeah, some of these prices are ridiculous. Shay says, LOL, you're kidding at CM. LOL, why? Never knows. Shay says it's because Devon House is closed, why the house is so expensive. Lord have his mercy. So yeah, as we've been saying, some of the prices for these houses are ridiculous. So we just have to choose what we will invest in and choose what we're not paying any mind to, and decide our minds to just work with what is working for us and what is best for us, which is, some of us will have to build, some of us will have to buy a 1-bedroom house and then add on to it. Some of us will have to buy an old house and fix it up. Fix it up how we want it. Remember, things don't always start off the way how we would love them to, but some of the times you have to work with your budget, as mommy would always say, and work with what working with you. Comment in the comment section and let me know if you guys would buy a fixer upper house and then fix it up to how you like it. Would you buy a fixer upper house and then refurbish it to how you like it? Say, for example, you want a 2-bedroom house but you don't have the money now. Would you buy an older house that, you know, might not look so hot and it might look run down, and then fix it up to how you want it? Once there are no infrastructural problems, of course, you know, we're not going to buy any house that the structural engineer report coming back to say it falling over. Let me see what they're saying. Gizzy say you're paying for convenience. Must be, because Fontana across the road, and so, you know, even things like that push up the cost of house. And the Canadian embassy is close by, or High Commission rather is close by. All of those things push up the price. CM says, Gizzy, that's why the rich people are snapping up the new apartment in Kingston. If I tell you the monthly maintenance on South Avenue apartment, you would say a lie, me I tell. Shay says, I would. So Shay says, yes, she would buy an older property and then fix it up. Gizzy says, look at the positive side. But what you can afford, don't be poor house. Bill Bob says, not never knows at Shay, LOL. Heaven is on the next street. Me and Gizzy, I'll go Westmoreland. So Gizzy was saying that she wanted to buy a house in Westmoreland. So I guess, Gizzy, you're going to have a neighbor down there. Gizzy said, Bill Bop coming down to Westmoreland with you. Gizzy said, I would definitely buy a fixer-upper, especially in Kingston, LOL. Okay. VN says, can I buy up to half of the money? Can I pay up to half of the money up front for 18 million along with my NHG contribution for 5 years? Yes, you can take that option if you want to pay half of the money. If you have the money, yes, you can pay up front. That's something you will discuss with your bank. So you might qualify for a bigger loan, but you decide to pay some of the money out of your pocket because obviously you want to have a lower repayment and a shorter repayment time. Mommy says, yes, I would buy a house, buy a fixer-upper. Okay, yes, me too. Shay says, LOL Bill Bop, I don't wrong or no. Yes, hello Westmoreland crew. Some people said they're going to Westmoreland to build a house because Kingston and St. Andrews stressing them out. CM says Jamaica is one of the countries that real estate prices always go up, even in the recession. It's crazy. I know, right? So let me give you a joke. So when I heard about the recession, I don't remember which, I don't think it's the last one, the one before that, I was saying to myself, yes man, recession coming, so the prices for house going to go down now, and obviously it will be more affordable for everybody, and you know, we can look into real estate investing during that time. Only to see the recession come one time, prices for house gone up still. Recession come 2 times, prices for house gone up. So Jamaica is one of the most unique markets. No matter what happened, the price for house going up. Pandemic start, the price for house is still going up. Nothing changes the housing market in Jamaica. I don't know why. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. JM says NHT Ruthven Towers should be a good investment. What are your thoughts, Kayla? Alright, so JM, I already did a video on the NHT Ruthven Towers. I link it here for those persons who are watching delayed. I already did a video on that. I think it's a good investment, a great location. It's not ready as yet though, so when it's ready I'll do another video with the house tour showing you the inside of those apartments, what they look like. But I've already done a preliminary video just introducing that scheme, that apartment rather, so I'll do another thing when it's ready. Gizzy says, LOL Billbop, Westmoreland is beautiful, don't sleep on it. Definitely guys, and if you don't know, I lived in Westmoreland for quite a while too, about 7 years. So Westmoreland is definitely a nice parish. It's beautiful indeed. Gizzy says, nope, not in Jamaica. You are wrong. You were wrong. Oh yes, Gizzy, nothing changed it. Yeah, Airbnb is driving the housing market really high. Yes, it is. It is. But quite a few persons who purchase property for the purpose rather of doing Airbnb are actually trying to resell because the pandemic shifted things out of their favor with the decreased number of tourists arrival and lockdown for some countries like the UK. I think you're in the UK, Gizzy. Yes, you're in the UK, so you know about the lockdown. Your lockdowns are more stringent than ours most of the time. I think there was only one time when Jamaica's border was closed, so most of the time we are in and out. We're traveling to wherever we want to go once our COVID-19 tests come back negative. But unfortunately you have to face more stringent lockdowns because obviously you have the variant there in England, in the UK, and you have some more challenges because it's a bigger country and so on. Bill Bob says, "Summer here at Gizzy. Well, beautiful, I heard." Yes, Bill Bob said, you're going to find out now because you're going to live down there right next door to Gizzy. CM says, a friend of mine bought one of these Phoenix Park 2-bedroom houses in Portmore in 2017 for $12 million. 2 weeks ago, he sold it for $21 million. That's almost double the original value. Exactly. So you can definitely get make some money on your money. Gizzy says that's why they are trying to implement rules now in Jamaica. Shay says, I believe CM because the rent over there is 100,000 per month. Yes. So because of different reasons, the prices for houses in different area goes up. Gizzy says, CM, I saw that. OMG, I was so shocked. Yeah man, don't be surprised about what happens in the Jamaican market place as it relates to real estate. That is the world and country that we're living in. That is how things operate here. CM say, yes, Shay, and a lie me I tell. Yes. But that is it basically, guys, for my live. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other question or comments, concerns, query, if you just want to say anything at all to my fellow persons who are watching, your fellow subscribers, just go ahead. Remember to just like the video, share them, share the channel. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. People need to know the information, so just share it with your friends. When you get off, once I get off and we retire to bed together, just remember to share it with your friends so that they too can subscribe and we can grow the channel. Let it become a household thing. It's our channel. You are part owner. It's just like shares. You buy, once you subscribe, you have shares. Subscribe, you have shares in the channel. So yeah, share the thing, share it with everybody, and let them subscribe. Let me see what you guys talking about in the comment. Shay says, but look what Portmore come to. Wow. Yes, you can imagine the price of Portmore gone up to $20 million. Then it's how we're going to buy a house in Kingston, because you know the prices for house in Kingston even more expensive. CM said the live, sweet Kayla, with a whole heap of laughing emoji. Shay says, tonight festive. Very festive. Gizzy says, thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everyone. And host Kayla. Thank you, my darling. Oh, it's day in the UK now. What time is it where you are, Gizzy? Down here, it's 9:06 in Jamaica. Uh, CM says retire to bed together. I like how Kayla sound. I like how that sound. Not some I mean all the way I got our respective bed, but we're going at the same time. You know what I mean? Um, WN says, would you encourage anyone to buy a house at a time of pandemic? Yes, VN, it's always a good time to buy a house. Remember, you know, real estate is one of the best types of investment because obviously here in Jamaica too, the price not going down, so no, it's better than any other time. Gizzy says it's 1 a.m. Oh, so it's 1 a.m. in the UK. Oh, VN, you're in the UK also. He says it's 1:01. Okay. Thank you guys for staying up at that time. Oh, it's a.m. Yes, thanks for staying up in the night to watch. Gizzy says check out Shooters Hill, guys. Alright, Gizzy, we'll do that. Is what CM laughing about. CM love laughing out. So good morning, Gizzy. Good morning to you. And VN. He's in London. And thanks for all my Jamaican subscribers. So good night to the persons who are watching in Jamaica. Good morning to the persons in the UK. Good night to those in the Canada. Good night to those in the US. And any other country that is watching. Thank you so much for watching my live. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Share the channel with a friend. And most importantly, remain financially literate. Remember, I go live every Sunday at 6 p.m. and I post a video on Fridays at 3 p.m. Based on the discussion that we had tonight, you said that you all love the vlog and you want me to do more videos like that. So if I do, I'll post them in the middle of the week, like on a Wednesday. I'm going to take the last comment. You see, when the don't want me come off here, you know, because it's still a talk. CM says, me there I wait on Wicon to announce when Seascape in Harborview application I go open. I go start only to get email from them saying oversubscribe. Lord have his mercy. Yeah, I think Fesco had a stock listed on the stock exchange too, and within hours they took it down. I don't know if it was undersubscribed or what the issue was. K and run to her rice and peas. What you saying, Bill Bop? Is what you're laughing about? I only can laugh so. No, my subscribers are the most hilarious. I only can laugh so. I want you to talk, but I don't have the rice and peas to run to. I can stay on here with you guys for a while. It's just that if you're not asking any question, Bill I'm talking about I want to run go to my rice and peas. No, I don't have any rice and peas to run go to. I'm on a diet, so I'm trying to avoid carbs and stuff like that. Same here, but I heard they always sell out even before build. Yeah, most of the houses are like that. But I don't think CM talking about his house him talking about or his stocks. I think it's stock him talking about. WM smiling over there in London. CM says, I know stop me at talk about is the housing development. Okay, you're talking about the housing development. Because you said Wicton, I immediately thought about their stock. So you know that was one of the high performing stock when they listed. Okay, yeah, that's how most of the houses are. So what you'll have to do is actually go into them and let them add you to their mailing list where you can get the early notifications. But not only that, you can't leave anything to chance. So try to friend up somebody over there and keep in constant communication, constant dialogue with them so they can tell you. Oh, you're talking about Wicon and not Wicton. Oh, yes. The names are similar. And the chat going fast, so sometimes I slip over things. Okay, so you wanted one of those scheme houses. Hosha, my darling, you will get another one. And that's why we're here. As soon as we hear about anything, we'll tell each other. Put on your glasses. You know, I do wear glasses, CM, but I don't wear them on my life because the ring light is going to reflect in my glasses. I do wear glasses actually, but more than likely you'll probably never see me in glasses on YouTube. I wear them every day though. I do wear glasses. Yesterday, last week, I was asking somebody to come and read for me. WN says, hope you have a restful night. My friend, keep safe. All right, guys. I hope you all have a restful night, day, whatever period of time it is. You can send your last sentiments. Once you, all of you, just send your last sentiments and then we'll go together. Bill Bob says, hold on. Bill Bob says, great live at Kayla. You answered my questions. Thank you. Thanks to everyone else who shared insight on housing, finance, etc. Love. No man, on our time fast tonight. CM says, I enjoyed this live. I enjoyed your company too, CM. Gizzy Tips and Tricks review channel says, well, I'm letting y'all know Shooter still in Portmore. Thanks, Gizzy. So let me just see who on here and just quickly tell them bye-bye. So to all my subscribers who joined, Sash Molo, CM, Donna Brown, Bill Bap Gaming, WN, MCK, Gizly, CM, Bill Bap, everybody, just everybody who joined. Shay, my regular, who is always here with me. JM, who else am I forgetting? Let me scroll down. Akbar, Dwayne, Chevelle 3, Joanne Thomas, Trishan Kaur, Garth Dwar, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Anybody who will leave out your name, don't feel no way. Bill Bob said, Gizzy, yeah, I saw you for true. Lord God, you know still a talk? Hold on there. CM says, me I go warm up my domino pizza now. At this time, CM, really? Lord of his mercy, you're well festive, man. Oh, if you're going to warm up your Domino's pizza, just watch the vlog. If you missed my last vlog, a day in my life vlog, just eat your pizza and watch that. Gizzy says it's a housing scheme coming up. Okay, starting at between 7 million to 17 million, 1 to 3 bedroom. Okay. Bill Bob say, yeah, Gizzy, saw that for true. Bye. Bye, Gizzy. CM says, Gizzy, look like me have to go camp out at AJJ to get one of those. It looks that way for true. Bill Bob says, good night. Guys, it was lovely spending time with you. Have a great rest of the evening. Bye-bye.